Hello and welcome back. I spent a good deal of time, and you might, if you remember from the previous episode, what day I was on there. I don't remember myself, but I do know I spent a lot of time. I finally picked out where I want to build my house, and I built my house. So there it is. Now, it's not a lovely build, and it's got issues, and I know it does, but yeah, this is basically what I came up with, and we'll go inside here. I actually want these to be quartz pillars. They'll be more white and look better, I think, with this white colored wood, but I don't have any quartz yet, so I'll probably be changing that at some point in time. Just haven't been able to get to it yet. And the inside is not decorated at all. There's no furnishings, basically. I did put down some carpeting, but this was all the wool I had. I'm thinking this color carpeting probably all the way straight along here. Maybe some other carpeting in here to give it some color and depth. Two small rooms. One here and one on this side, like so. Over on this side, the main room, which is my bedroom, so there's my one piece of furnishings in there. And you can see I have windows all around. And this main room, of course, with a big window that looks out on the back area. And then over here I have my chests and crafting. I have upgraded my furnace to an iron furnace and my crusher to an iron crusher. You can see I'm crushing down some tin right now. Sorted out my stuff into various chests. Different things that I have. And some wood. Some food items. Yes, my food supply is a lot better now. I have wheat growing right here, and I have potatoes growing over there. So that's nice. This is my redwood deck, or my attempt at a redwood deck. And in the back, pretty much looks the same as I've got redwood in the back as well. And the back of this really kind of didn't turn out all that wonderfully great. Actually, the whole house didn't really turn out all that wonderfully great. One thing I've learned from this is it takes me way too much time to try to build something that looks decent. I don't have the right skills for that, and I really should not bother trying it at all. I've learned that now. But let's go inside. Again, quartz pillar here. The other thing is that I didn't want this house to be 100% symmetrical, so the back side is different from the front side. I did that intentionally, but it also made it hard to get a roof that looked normal and right. This probably should all be covered up, and I'll probably do that at some point in time when I think about it. Upstairs, just a big room, a couple windows that face out the front. You can kind of go stand in and look at stuff. There's some horses down there. And back deck type patio out here. Again, if this was quartz and white, it would match coloring just a little bit better. So there you go. And that's basically all. Well, I mean, not basically, that is all that there is. So there you go. There's my house. Not a big deal, other than, as I said, I really did learn that I should not spend so much time trying to build something that looks good. I definitely do not have the right skills for it, and I spent a lot of time on it, and it really didn't turn out very good at all. So, but that's what I'll be using for my house, and if you're wondering, I just went online, was looking at pictures of houses, and saw one that I thought looked kind of neat, and said, well, let me try and copy that. And so that's what I tried to do. It looks a little funny. I think I need to put this the bottom rim all the way around in this darker wood as well, and that might make it look a little bit more normal. Anyway, enough of that. House is built. At least I have a place to sleep at night, and that's always good. In the last episode, I mentioned that we now have 11 diamonds. I actually have more than that because I've done some mining and found some more, which meant that I could finally build a quarry, which is true, but I also mentioned that I need to work on infrastructure as far as power, and I'll probably want to ultimately have steam power from Railcraft, but that does take a little bit of effort. So instead of working on that this episode, what I want to work on is getting started with Ars Magica. And the reason for that is the Ars Magica mod with the spells that I can write. There's a donkey down there. Looks like a donkey. The spells that I can make with Ars Magica, I think, will allow me to... will do things for me that will be very helpful. There's a lot of horses down there. Such as, I think they will allow me to be able to fly. I think that it'll help me in mining, in searching for things. I don't actually know what all I can do with Ars Magica. I know the kinds of spells that existed in the first version of Ars Magica, but this is different, so I don't know how different, so I'm not sure what to expect. But I think what I'd like to do is, before I get too much farther along, I want to get started in becoming a wizard, because that way I will be able to use any spells or get started with collecting anything I might need for those spells. So the only thing that I really know for certain is that I need a book and an item frame. So let's make a book first, like that. All right. And I need an item frame, which I believe, I can't remember, sticks and a piece of leather. All right. So my wood is here. And we'll just take some of that there. And I'll make myself an item frame like so. All right. So we can put this stuff back in here. Item frame and a book. And all I need to do then is go to one of the essence pools. Oh, I guess I'll show you this too on the map here. I did a lot of exploring. Zooming out here. You can see now, to give you some frame of reference, this spot here is where my original house was, and this was that first village that I went to and got some food from. So I have explored all of this area looking for a place to build my house, and I did settle here. There is a village here which is fairly close to me. I haven't actually been to that village yet. And there's some autumn trees over here, some deserty area there, and more autumn trees here. I think this is rainforest, maybe it looks like. There's another village halfway in the water here. I did go there, but I don't think I went into any of the houses because they were hard to get to. There's a volcano island here, and just a lot of terrain that I explored and went looking, as I said, trying to find a good place to put this house. So what I'm going to do is, it's getting to be where it might almost be nighttime. So rather than have to worry about that, I will wait until tomorrow morning, and then we'll go to an essence pool and get started with Ars Magica. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, morning once again. So, looks like a silver skeleton tried to pay me a little visit. These guys can be a problem, but not when they're half dead. So as I said, all we have to do is go to any one of these essence pools, I think. Or maybe I didn't say that. So let me start over. So all we need to do is head to an essence pool, and I'm hoping, I realized this a little while ago, I'm basically hoping that those are essence pools. I guess I don't actually know that they are for certain. If they're not, then I will have to go find an essence pool. But I thought that I knew one was here. So this guy dropped all of his gold armor. That's pretty cool. Gold armor isn't actually very useful, but it looks pretty. I feel like I should take out this mana elemental because it's in the area and I don't want it to attack me later. It's got a long reach. Ouch. Come on, there we go. Got him. There's ostrich horses. Okay. So, again, hopefully this here is a mana pool. And that's mana. Mana? No, essence. I'm sorry. Essence pool. Okay. So supposedly all I need to do is take this item frame, put it near the essence pool, take this book, and put it in the item frame. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow. So how long does this process take? So is the book absorbing energy from the essence? Oh, there we go. Okay. And I guess I just take the book back out. You have unlocked the secrets of the arcane. All right, great. So now we have a book that will hopefully tell us what we're supposed to do next. So let's take a look. Oh boy, guides, mechanics, items, blocks, shapes, components. Well, bosses. Okay. Forward. Ars Magica began as my first foray into modding. Okay. I have taken what I've learned. Okay, that's a note from Mythion, who is the author of the mod. Ars Magica. All right, well, let me read through this a little bit real quick, and I will figure out what we can do next, and I will show you what's happening. Okay, I have been reading the book, kind of more skimming the book, I guess would be a better word for it. I did read quite a bit of it. A lot of what is described in here and the way it's done is kind of neat, like the crafting altar. Here you can see is the description of the crafting altar. The crafting altar can be made out of different types of blocks: wood, stone, sandstone bricks, witchwood, nether quartz, or nether bricks, or nether quartz. These cap pieces can be made out of glass, coal, redstone, iron, lapis, gold, diamond, emerald, moonstone, or sunstone. And you can see the kind of item you use to make it with gives it stronger effects. So you can build it with certain kinds of materials and then upgrade it later to give you a better casting altar. So that's pretty neat. And then also what's neat here is it's rotating amongst the different things, but I can stop it. So this is obviously wood and iron caps. And then I can look at it layer by layer. So layer 0 would look like this. Layer 1 would look like that. Layer 2, layer 3, etc. So it shows you how to build it step by step, layer by layer. And I think that is kind of a neat way to do that. That's pretty cool. So the only information I really have to go on is under this heading here of first spell. And it says to make a spell, you will first need to create an Oculus and unlock at least one spell shape and one component. Now, real quick, spells are comprised of shapes, components, and modifiers. Shapes dictate how the spell targets things. Components dictate what the spell does to the thing it targets, and modifiers change certain aspects of spells. A spell can only appear once. A shape can only appear once in a single spell. Components can be added once per spell stage, and modifiers. A single aspect of a spell can be modified 3 times. So I don't really know yet what all of that means. But for example, on the shapes, if we go down here, there's projectile, which is something that you can propel away from you, like you can throw at something. Self would be casting a spell on yourself, which is obvious. And then touch, which is casting a spell on something that you touch. And then here under components, I don't know any yet. And under modifiers, I don't know any yet. So it would seem that the first thing I need to do, oops, clicked the wrong thing there, guides, is to create an Oculus. And one thing I wish this did do, I wish this would do, is I wish I could click on this Oculus right here, but I cannot. So instead, I know it is a block. No, I'm sorry. I know that it is an item. No, it is a block. My apologies. Oculus. And so in order to make an Oculus, I need 3 stone bricks, some glass, some coal, and a blue topaz. So let's go downstairs and see if we can't make that, shall we? So I think what I'll do is I'll put away these things here and put this and this into my food area. Sorry, I know I'm jumping around here. I'm just wanting to put stuff away that I don't need to have on me for any real reason. And that goes in there. Okay. So, stone bricks. I need stone to make stone bricks. And I'll need 4. So, we'll put these in here. Go like that. And we have stone bricks. Good. I need a piece of glass. Good. I need coal, which I believe is here. There we go. And a piece of this blue topaz. All right. So let's go to our crafting bench. And I know this was like this, and this was like this. And I think it was like that. No? Was it like this? No. Well, fortunately, we can go to NEI. And looks like I just had it kind of upside down. So it goes like so. There you go. Oculus. Boom. Cool. All right. Now, I probably need a good place to put this, and I don't have a good place yet. So for right now, I'm just going to put it up here. And I'll put it right there. Oh, look. That's pretty cool. It looks like an eye. Ooh, it follows you. Ooh, spooky. Hello. Okay. So right click on this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Projectile not learned. All kinds of writing that is, what am I trying to say? Writing that is like encoded, so you can't tell what that is yet. So let's see, offense, okay, defense would be self. Utility, touch, and talents. Okay, color, mana regen, other kinds of talents. Okay. Now, I also know that there are, the book was saying that there are 3 different colors of something or other. Oh, here we go. 3 kinds of skill points, which can be learned. Blue, which is the most common, green, and then red. And so what happens in the Oculus is, as you can see, this is a blue. I mean, it goes blue is the most common, and then green, and then red. So these are blue, so these would be easy things to learn, and then green farther down, and then red at the bottom. So the red ones will be the hardest ones to learn because it's easy to get the blue skill points, then green, and then red. The skill points are gained in different ways, primarily, I believe, from leveling up. At each even level, you gain 1 skill point. So on there, you say it says levels 2 through 20 give you blue, 22 through 40 give you green, and 42 through 50 give you red. but you can get more skill points by fighting the bosses, exploring, or trading with villagers. So that's pretty cool as well. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to make our first spell. So let me go back to my guidebook here. I need to unlock at least one spell shape and one component. Okay, so let's try to make something I can... I have a bow. There it is. But as you can see, I don't have any arrows, and I'll tell you right now there are none down in my chest. I've been avoiding skeletons, and I haven't tried to make any arrows either. So let's see if we can make a spell that we can use to attack monsters from afar rather than having to get up close and personal with our sword. Ha! We need something that we can shoot them down if we can. So that is going to be a projectile. So if I click on this, I guess that's all I have to do. Projectile known. Gravity, physical damage, and bounce. So I don't know what those mean. So let's see. Let's say we want to probably be able to... Oh, I see. I clicked on that, which was blue, and I had 3 blue skill points, and now I'm down to 2. So I'm going to figure that if I click this one, boop, yeah, I went down to 1. So physical damage I now know. I can learn fire damage, or I can learn magic damage. So I want to see about making a spell that is a projectile that causes physical damage. So I'm going to go back to my book, and under the spell, okay, you start with 3 skill points, then craft a writable book and head over to your inscription table. Alright, so I need to craft an inscription table. Let's see, blocks. Okay, inscription table. Looks like I will need a feather, torch. This is a little bit of a buggy thing. I think what it's trying to do is scroll through the fact that I can use any kind of wood. And a spell parchment is a stick between paper. So let's make an inscription table. So first I will make the spell parchment. I'm going to go ahead and go like that. Alright, so spell parchment will look like that. And I don't actually have any feathers.